Hi everyone, Scrappy Kathy here with another off the board Wednesday, I guess. The last Wednesday of every month, a bunch of scrappy ladies find a pin on Pinterest and bring it to life on paper. And so this month I have chosen this one just because in the midst of all of this craziness about coronavirus, a beachy scene kind of appealed to me. This is an 8.5 by 11 or A4, so mine is going to be 12 by 12. It's wider. I have a little bit more space for embellishments here. As you know, or may not know, I'm doing Calvin Ball, and so I'm going to try to squeeze in and make sure that everything that I put on the layout goes with the design, is true to the pretty design here, but also gets me a Calvin Ball point or two. So some of the things I really like about this is this kind of band of embellishments that surround the round photo, and the photo itself is just amazing. The flip-flops right there with the ocean beyond. And this strip of paper down at the bottom with the tag coming up, I really like that. I like the color scheme. I'm probably going to depart a bit, but I'm going to kind of be true. My photo is this one. It's a sunrise photo that I took at Pensacola Beach when we were staying at Margaritaville. And there's a little purple, and there's pink, and there's of course the yellow of the sun, the reflection of the sunlight, you know. So I'm gonna kind of try to be true to the navy blues and the purples and just the colors of the sunrise. I printed the photo round. I have a round shape that I can put into my word processing system, and then I just brought the photo in and it popped to that mask. And I hand cut it out, fussy cut it out so that it wouldn't be perfect, and I distressed the edges and I popped it up on foam. So that's going to kind of be the start. I will tell you that the background paper is a grid or ledger paper. That's one of the Calvin Ball requirements. So this makes it easier for me to line up some of these embellishments when I want to be a little bit more precise than I usually care about. And my strip of paper I've torn down at the bottom. Let me get the camera adjusted for you there. Let me bring it up a little so you can get the whole thing in. Okay, I've torn a strip from a really treasured paper line. It is Beach Babe by Fancy Pants, and it's a 2010 line. And I have a few precious sheets of it left. The background paper is an Echo Park 2012 line called So Happy Together, and it's obviously the B side. There are some cut parts on the other side, and I already have those cut parts, and I've used them, so I'm saving this to use as a grid paper. The other side, this is a dilemma for me. I hated cutting this paper. What I really liked about it are these distressed edges, and I thought that kind of fit. The other side of it is this gorgeous lime green. So I think I've used everything I want to from this patterned part, and I think I'll probably use this the rest of the way. So let me put that aside. I don't think I'll need that anymore. Let me get this glued down. I'm going to be tucking some things into it, so I don't want to put the adhesive up too high. I'm going to just snug it right down to the bottom, and maybe curl the edges back as I put things in. The first thing I'm going to do is, after that, is get the photo, and I kind of want it a bit to the right side of the page. And it's circular. Let me get the horizon straight. That works. Okay, that will work. Now, I have here a little bowl of stuff that I could possibly use that would get me some Calvin ballpoints and that are somewhat true to the theme. So I'm going to lay those out in a bigger place here so I can kind of spread them around. I know what my title is going to be and what I'm going to use for it. I've got some Bramble Fox perspectives, and I might want to go ahead and do that. Well, actually, there's some things begging to be put on next. I've got my little list, and it's from a Maggie Holmes Sunny Days collection, and it was a cute little library card that has a list of swimsuit, books, beach towel, sunscreen, sandals, umbrella, and camera. So perfect for the and she's got the original overlaps. I'm going to underlap and kind of have it sticking out there. I'm going to let it I'm going to lay it a little bit wonky because I don't want to try to line it up with the grid lines there. I did make a little, in the original, you can see there's a little star there. I'm using pink ribbon because ribbon gets me a point and twine doesn't. Let me see. I have a little cluster that I made with a few things that kind of make sense for the theme, but also get me Calvin ballpoints. There's this coffee cup that's got kind of the same color purple, and I've got a pink heart overlapping that. I'm using a geometric pattern paper here and a plaid pattern paper. I cut sprigs out of it. I've got a donut and a ticket. We'll kind of see how that, this is small enough and it packs quite a few points in, so I'm going to kind of lay that there. Okay. I've got an envelope with some flowers, a little pink bunny, a frog with a gold foil crown. One of the things I do know that I want to use is this pair of polka dot sunglasses. And I know that's going to kind of take some room. Let me get the title on. That's, if you watch my videos regularly, you'll know that's kind of an issue. So my title's going to be Dreams Come True. And I want to overlap the word true onto my photo. And so I need to place the letters appropriately for that, and that's going to take up some of my embellishment space. See why I needed those grid lines? Let's see. Do I want... I'm not sure if I want to overlap. I'm looking in the camera now to see if that shows up nicely. And it doesn't cover up anything too terribly important. And I can underlap that S. Okay, I think I'm going to do it that way. Let me get a tiny bit of adhesive on the underneath the dot of the eye there, and this little area by the E, and I'm going to kind of blot it out so it doesn't bleed over onto the photo and make a mess. It dries clear and matte, so chances are it wouldn't hurt, but if I can prevent it, why not? Okay, here, I'll just put it in a couple places. Okay, that works. And I'll maybe have that hanging off the edge a bit. If I'd thought about it, I could do that here too. And now I'm going to do, so this kind of gives me an idea of the embellishment space. Let me turn this so that I can see what line. I need to have the other letters on. I love this, and I've hoarded it for way too long. So I'm happy to be using it. And because it's multicolored, I have an opportunity now to bring in some of those colors to the other embellishments, and my page doesn't become entirely dictated by the colors in the photo, although that's certainly a good jumping off point. Okay, I think that's straight. Let me kind of press that down. I have tried in the things that I selected as possible embellishments, I've tried to be true to that, the kind of hot pink color that's in the paper strip down below, but I'm okay with it working as something of an accent. Okay. So there we go. What I thought I might do up in this top part, I have cut a small piece of doily. Well, let me get to that later. I'm not fine. Here it is. Okay, and it's a blue color that goes nicely. There isn't anything surrounding the photo. The photo kind of stands on its own in the original, and that's okay. Although there is an arrow at some point. So I'm going to do this, and then I may do this little guy. Something looks crooked to me over here. So let me straighten it before the glue dries. Okay. Maybe there. I could use just something right up here. I'm going to go with a butterfly, and I'm going to put him on a pop dot. This is from the Vicki Boutin Wildflower and Honey collection, and it's vellum and has gold foil, and I think the butterfly, the vellum, and the gold foil all get Calvin ball points. So I'll have him kind of flying away, and his colors certainly work with that. Okay, now looking at the original, there's flower and some leaves, some enamel type things, some arrows, ampersands, some more arrows, some smaller embellishments, and then some pieces of ephemera there. I have this kind of garish looking pink pineapple, and I'm not thrilled with it. I've got some other pineapples in my little pineapple area. There's a yellow one with pink. These are all kind of too big for me. I could cut down one of these. The one that could stay the most whole, these are all kind of intertwined, and I'm not thrilled there. That color orange isn't anywhere in there. Let me go back to this one. Let's just kind of put it in place there. I've got this, well, we know I wanted to use these, and those could kind of go over here. And what I like about these embellishments, even though I have overlapped things here, and I've overlapped on the photo and kind of have something going on there. One of the design concepts that I like about the pen is that everything's separate and there's white space in between. So I think I might try to do as much of that as possible. Let me see if I have a pineapple on any of my other sheets that I have here. I have a Sea Life sheet. I should have gotten a BT collection. I'm going to nix that, and I'll nix pineapples for good. Let's see if I have a puffy pineapple on here. I have a place I could look, but I'm not that tied to having that. Okay, so I'm gonna maybe put this here, let's say, and this gives me room for maybe the frog there. I could do the rainbow there. I've got this flower, these two flowers were fussy cut from this paper, and I was gonna layer them up, but I think I'll just use the pink one. So I will put that one back. I may prefer this frog. It's, I brought in some digital striped paper, and I could do that. So I'll nix that frog. I have a glitter sand castle bucket star scene that I thought I might kind of have barely peeking out down here. So that is a definite. And I have a snowman that's made of sand. I guess that would make him a sandman, but I thought I might really kind of bury him in the sand here and put a pop dot under his head just to prop it up a bit and give him some dimension. Again, down here, I'm layering, because that's I think the neatest way. I want to leave a fair amount of white space here. I've got a scene here with some cattails and a lake scene. Not sure I need that. Okay, here's another acetate piece. That is and I'll make the top of the row of embellishments be kind of include the title. So I'm not, I don't have a problem doing that. So there's the flower. I can have one of these leaves maybe here. I've got an arrow in striped paper that could go there. That actually satisfies my striped paper requirement. Gold foil requirement. I'm not sure if I have anything with any gold foil. This is a fairy, and I may find a place for her. She's the right color for this. So let's say I want to put her there. I may not use this. There's a cloud and an ombre requirement, and I fussy cut this cloud, and it is ombre. So maybe I can put it there. I have an envelope with flowers. Let's see if I put this here. I'm not liking, they can be separate but close. I'm getting a little close to my list down here, and that's okay. That works. I've got this guy. I'm not going to use the frame. I mean, I could do something not crazy about that. I could do this little pink bunny rabbit is cute enough that I could probably just go ahead and put him down there. That's from an Amy Tangerine line. And there's this little tiny black leaf that I'm going to use kind of like you might a sequin or a pop dot, just for no reason other than I think it's a cute bit of interest. Should I put the leaf? These are big decisions, right? I could maybe overlay the leaf on the sunglasses. And do I want the deeply cut leaf? Or there's a bit of the backing that I didn't get off. Or this one. I think I'll go with the cut leaf. I've got a geotag that says you are here, and it's like part of a globe. And there's a globe point, so I may kind of put that that way. And it's a puffy sticker, so I've got a camera, and in the original there is a camera. The camera could come over here by the ferry. Okay, I think I've got nearly everything I need, and I can start gluing down. That camera has a piece of foam on the back of it. I've got a Band-Aid, which is a, kind of a sign of the times sort of thing. And I have a Stingray here. I'm just going to maybe pop the Stingray up. I've got a little camping scene, and I have a gnome. I am really going to try to fit those in. The camping scene, I may kind of slide down here next to the sandcastles. People camp on beaches, right? Let's see. Maybe build another little area here. That's a way I could actually add more embellishments without really affecting the design a whole lot by kind of lining them up along my curved area here. Some stuff. I've got a tiny bit of lace, and I'd like to just have that barely peeking out. It would have been nice to do it behind some of these other things, but I can, I'm going to make it even tinier. Okay. One thing I think I will not be using, let me use the smaller piece. I will not be using the big dinosaur. I kind of thought maybe I could work it into with some smaller items, but even on a 12 by 12 page, there's limited space. Go figure. Here's a little gnome that I could kind of hide back in there. Yeah, that works. Burnish that in. Okay, I'm going to start gluing down some of these other things, and then I think we're really close to done. I will add a little journaling off camera. I'm going to put a dab of glue right up here at the nose piece. There, and that shouldn't show. There we go. And this guy. And where there are some spaces, I'll fill in with a sequin or bling or a little heart. I've got some really pretty bubble, puffy enamel pieces that I think would be beautiful. They're just the perfect color. So let me put this guy on a pop dot. And I haven't glued down the leaf yet. Where did we decide the leaf was going to go? do, I'll put this guy down, and then I'll put something up here. Maybe I saw one of these dots on the back side of something. There. Okay. Could go here. That works. And then I've got a tiny purple one that I think could go there. I will go ahead and put this on. I'll put this on with some glue. This is from a K & Company collection that I bought years ago, maybe 2011, 2012. And I've hoarded the acetate pieces. So there's one thing that Calvin Ball is good for is, and the rules are kind of designed to help you embrace using all your hoarded supplies. So you get points for using something that's older, and I'm going to line it up this way, and then it looks like I may need something up here. That may be a good place for, yeah, I think the fairy is where she's supposed to be, but I may have room for a fish or a little, some small element up there. Okay, so the fairy is there. Let's see. What else do I need to glue down? That's down. This needs to be down. This is just the cutest little suitcase, and we don't get a point for star or a suitcase. And I've got other purple elements. I didn't need the purple points, but I wanted to add that color into this to all of this. Let me put in a piece of bling. May add it right in. I don't want it in line with that one. And this one's kind of in line, so I think I'll put it down here. Am I gonna do that arrow? And I could use something here, and maybe a little bit of journaling there. Let me do this, and then I can fill in sequins in other places. This guy I would really love to have popped up on some foam, and I have to cut a very thin strip of this foam tape and see if I can get it to curve. Not sure I can do that, but I can cut it into smaller pieces to effectively manage that. I cut that out of a branding strip, and you can see that it's American Crafts. I think this is Bloom Street, Paige Evans' latest collection. Okay, there. Okay, that works. And this arrow, I could maybe do a pop dot back at the back part. And a tiny, tiny bit. I keep messing with my light here. Let me see if I can get this on here. I I can't get the backing off once it's down. So I'll try that and put that at the tip of the arrow. Well, that's not working. I need to do it all with the tweezers. It's not wanting to cooperate, but I think I can get that down. Have I taken the backing off there? I have not. Have I learned nothing? Okay, that's on there. I'm sorry, this is kind of klutzy and kludgy. So I'm gonna lie that there and try to get this line straight. The only problem with that is that the pop dot is higher than the back. I'm going to fix that off camera. I will remove the pop dot and add a can I put this in anywhere? I'm trying to get the Band-Aid on there and it's just not making sense, so I'm going to give up. I do want to add a fish. I've got a seahorse already. I'd like a fish to be swimming this way. I've got this little blue one, this little pink one. I like the pink one. And I'll put it up on a pop dot. There's a lot of pink down there though, but that's okay. And I'll put a sequin or a bling there. Piece of bling, let's see it. I've got a piece of bling there. Let me do a piece of clear bling here. Maybe I'll arrange it like bubbles. That would be cute. And I might put one actually on the photo just to reinforce that bubbly look. There we go. Okay, and that kills that little sheet of bling. Let's see what else I might want to use. There's some word strips here that might be, oh, this is great. It says chill, and I thought I might put it over here. That'd be great with the snowman, right? Do this tiny little bit of foam. There are also some triangles. That's the Chamel's Field Trip line. And there's some triangles that I thought I might pull out and use. Okay, chill right there. And I could put a sequin or something, maybe one of the little bubbles here. These actually have, these look like bubbles, and some of them are on foam and some are just little bits of enamel down there. So I could have used that for the bubbles there, but I didn't. Enamel dot, I've already used an enamel dot, but I could use another. Let's pull some of these triangles. I could pull any of these pink ones out of the, let me put it here. And I thought I might do another one kind of overlapping it and kind of make an arrow. There's something like that in the original. And I actually have a punch that could have made one of those. I'm going to do another one. I was actually thinking about just sprinkling them about like some like tiny embellishments. Okay, I've got I was going to see if I could work in a banner and a label somewhere, just kind of peeking out very tiny bit. So this is a banner. It's got some black and white to it that really hasn't been used anywhere else, and I like black and white with colors. So I'm going to kind of place it right there, and I'll take the end of the label and what I'll do to use these again is I'll round the corners of them and use them as tabs. Okay, and I'm looking for a tiny tab that would work up here. Little bitty tab, and I know I have one. Let's see if there's anything on here that would work. Not really. I could almost use anything. If I have a circle around, I could just and this is taking more time than it needs to because I just want the perfect little thing there. Here's a black and white tag. And I'm going to punch a circle and then just use, I'll just punch the tiniest bit of a circle. This gives me some more black and white in there. And just slide it in underneath that Amy Tangerine leaf. And let it be my tab. Okay, so that kind of slid in without any issue. I need something nautical, and an anchor is ideal. I need an airplane. I like this wood veneer airplane, and I think I'll have him up here. So I've also got, let's see. where's the, I just saw an anchor. There's an orange acetate one and a and this gold glitter one. I could do it right there. I kind of like this little porthole. So I think I'll put the porthole there. And I think I'm going to call it quits now. I'm not sure I glued everything down, but I think this captures for me the dream that I would like to come true. So I can see an area here that could use sequins. That's always the last thing I do. I'll put in this set of, I think these are Chanel's, or not Chanel, but Paige Evans sequins. And let me add another one in there. I want to do 3 sequins. I like maybe doing one right here, slightly off the line. Okay, here's the same ones there, and I've got one more right here. Let's go right there. Okay, I think I'm done. Hope you enjoyed watching me over embellish again. A really beautiful, simple design, kind of turned Calvin Ballish. But I think I kept true to the, like I said, to the dream, and so I'm happy with the title, and I'm happy with the photo and how it fits in with the overall montage. And there's nothing here that's absolutely out of character. Okay, I have a gnome, but I don't have an avocado. I saw an avocado going by, and I have room for one, but I think I won't add one here. I've got, let's see, some of my little, I've got a panda bear. I could kind of squeeze a panda in maybe right here. Don't think I'll do that. Let's see, what else? I've got, there's a fairy point, dragon point. Not gonna do those. Here, however, is a purple dragon, and that would kind of be too much. So not gonna happen. I'm calling it quits. So this is what you'll see when I take the photograph. What was it I was going to fix? Oh, I'm going to fix this arrow. You know, that really doesn't bother me right now, so I'm thinking it may stay the way it is. So hope you enjoyed this, and I hope to have links to everybody else who's doing Off the Board this month, and I'll see you next month. Bye.